If you feel lazy, unmotivated, gross, tired, and you feel like your life is wasting away, then you're due for a revamp, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. You deserve to be the most successful, confident, and badass woman who truly loves her life and herself. And by the end of this video, you're going to have a realistic step-by-step plan to start taking action and become the best version of yourself. If you're new here, hi, my name is Christina. On this channel, we talk about self-help and skincare, where we chat about different tips to become the best version of yourself. So this video is meant for you as a workshop. So you're gonna watch, pause, and then do the exercise, and then continue on with the video. Yes, you heard me, we're actually gonna be doing work. You know deep down inside that you need someone to push you to get you started, and so today I'm gonna be your accountability bestie. So for this exercise, download my free workbook. It's linked down below in the video, or you can grab a pen, a piece of paper, an iPad or a computer or whatever you want to take notes, but we're gonna put ourselves to work. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be the exact same person I was a few years ago. So past Christina was insecure, she was lost, and I didn't really value myself. So you gotta fully understand yourself now to determine where you want to be and what you want your ideal life to look like. So we're going to start by doing some self-reflection. Turn to page 5 of your workbook or write these questions down. What's my daily routine? What's my mental health look like? What triggers me? How are my relationships? Who do I surround myself with? What's my diet and my workout routine look like? How would you describe your physical appearance? What's my career? What are my income streams? What are your hobbies? What do you do for fun? How confident am I? What do I love about myself? And what do I absolutely hate or despise? So if I read your responses, I should be able to picture and visualize you. That's how detailed I want you to be. Then I want you to write down what you like, what you don't like, and then what you want to change. Here's an example. I wake up at 5 a.m., I roll out of bed, I make some coffee. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I get ready for the gym, and then depending on what my body is feeling, I'll either do Pilates or I'll lift weights. On other days, I'll walk on my desk treadmill, or I'll take a walk outside for about 30 minutes, and then I'll come home, make my blueberry flaxseed protein shake with veggies, since it's one of the only ways I can get my veggie intake, and then I take my vitamins. I get a shower, do my skincare routine and makeup, and then get dressed. And then by 8 a.m., I'm at my desk working on my YouTube channel, and then I start work for my job at 9 a.m. Some days I feel super unmotivated and checked out. I sit there and stare at my computer screen, or I'm so busy that I have back-to-back meetings that I forget to eat lunch or drink water. So by nighttime rolls around, I'm super hungry. So I don't have any food in my fridge because I forgot to go shopping, and so then I spend $1 million on Uber Eats, and then I feel shitty about myself because I didn't stick to my diet. My husband is pissed at me for spending $60 on dinner for the 3rd night in a row. And then after eating, Matt and I are watching our favorite shows like Bravo, Challenge, Suits, or some other reality TV show while our cats are crawling all over us and demanding cuddles. And then I hop into bed around 9:30 p.m., read my book, and then try to fall asleep by 10. Okay, so now it's your turn. I want you to stop the video, answer the questions, and then come back to me when you've finished. You hear my cat meowing in the background. He's super excited about this conversation. Now you need to describe exactly what does your ideal self look like. And then you should be writing this as if you were her today. It's going to help you put in the positive mindset, and you're subconsciously going to ingrain this into your brain of exactly what you want. Kind of like the previous exercise, I want you to be very descriptive. So flip to page 22 in your workbook and then write these questions down. What's your daily routine look like? What does your work week look like? What are you doing Monday to Friday? What happens to your free time in the evenings after work? What happens on the weekend? What's your diet like? When and where do you work out? Who do you spend time with? Do you have a dream man or a woman? Do you have networking circles? Do you have a really strong group of besties? What's your professional life look like? What are your achievements? How do you make money? What are your income streams? What are your expenses? What do you do for fun? How do you want to present yourself? What's your style? What do you want to look like? I know that I just rattled off a bunch of questions and you're probably Christina, what the heck? But the point is, I want you to get super detailed because this helps you know exactly who you want to become. So stop the video, answer the questions, and then come back to me when you're done. Okay, so I just finished answering all the questions and I wanted to share a little bit of what I wrote down. My feet are cramping, sorry, one second. Oh shit. Oh, I was sitting on them and they literally fell asleep, so hold on, give me a hot second. I just need to pull myself together just for a moment. So here are a few things that I wrote down. I'm a successful YouTuber, content creator, and I have a successful business. I have the financial freedom via my course products and brand sponsorships to have a small team, work on my own schedule, and can travel wherever I want. I feel successful, I feel seen, I feel heard, and I feel so honored that I can help others achieve their goals. I'm independent, confident, strong, charismatic, compassionate, giving, intelligent, and I'm like absolutely obsessed with myself. Matt and I are super happy together. We help each other achieve our goals, travel and enjoy new experiences. We go on date nights once a week, and we're able to have hard, productive conversations when needed. I wake up at 5 a.m. every single morning, do my skincare routine, and have like glowy, clear skin. I move my body every day, so I lift heavy weights, I do yoga or Pilates, I take walks outside, or I walk on my treadmill when I don't have time, depending how I'm feeling. And I have people around me that I genuinely care, love, and respect me. They help me grow and are actually invested in my life. We do fun things together like throwing theme parties, doing crafts, take hip hop dancing classes, go golfing, go shopping, and try new experiences together. I look put together, whether that's wearing a unique, stylish outfit or the cutest lounge set. I feel mentally strong and I don't have any self doubts. I feel so energetic and positive. I'm always learning, trying new things, and bettering myself. Okay, so that was me. Now I want to hear all about you. So drop your answers in the comments below. It's super important that you share your dreams and your goals with other people, especially those that are going to hype you up. So if you share your answers, I'm going to cheer you on and be like your biggest supporter. I know it might seem a little bit tedious to like write everything down, but it's absolutely necessary because it helps you get super clear and then you know exactly what you want and how you envision your life to be. Now, the work here isn't done. Now you have to make a plan and take the steps to actually make things happen. You can't just like write stuff down, do nothing, and then expect to be like this magical person someday. You're not Cinderella and you do not have a fairy godmother, although it would be really nice, right? So this is where a lot of people start going south. They don't really know where to start. They get paralyzed because they feel overwhelmed. And so what I'm going to help you do is we're going to prioritize based on what's really important to you. And then I'm going to help you set some clear, realistic goals. So I want you to choose your top 3 priorities and write them down. Then you're going to break those down into key components. So these are the key things that you need to happen before you accomplish your goal. So here's an example. Like you want to look absolutely hot in your bikini. You want to feel confident in your crop top, and your inspo is to look like Miley Cyrus during this year's Grammys. I mean, who wouldn't want to look like her? She has an amazing body. So this is what you're going to need to do. You're going to get your diet on point. You're going to find your workout routine where you're consistent, and then you're going to make sure your hormones are appropriately balanced. So your diet, exercise, and your hormones are the 3 components that you need to work on. Then you're going to write down the things that you're going to do every day to achieve those different components. So for example, on Monday through Friday, I eat my protein and green veggies with all 3 of my meals. I'm going to take my fish oil, probiotic, zinc, and vitamin D3 every single morning with my smoothie. I'm going to cook and not order in. And so if I eat out with my friends or I have to do it for work, I'm going to order a dish with veggies and protein versus like pizza and pasta. And then if I'm craving a snack, it's going to be with protein or a healthy fat like nuts or avocado or fruit. So no processed sugar or carbs. And then I'm going to drink 2 Stanleys full of water every day. And so for working out, I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and either do Pilates or strength training. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to either walk outside or on my desk treadmill for about 30 minutes. So for balancing my hormones, since I'm not really an expert and this is kind of like a new territory for me, here's how I approach it. So I find a trustworthy source who really specializes in balancing women's hormones. I then like binge watch their YouTube or TikTok videos and then take notes, read their book to understand a little bit more about what causes hormonal imbalance, and then learn more about the things that I can do. I would probably also look into a functional medicine doctor, get my labs drawn just to understand my baseline and to understand where I'm at, and then have them help me create a plan. Now, don't try to do this all at once because you'll be so overwhelmed and nothing will really stick trying to do all the things. 50% of what we do on a daily basis is a habit because we do it automatically, and so oftentimes we're on autopilot. So for example, if you're driving home from work, but you want to stop at the grocery store, but all of a sudden you realize that you're at home and you forgot to stop. Well, your brain just automatically took you home because stopping at the store isn't something that you normally do, and so you forget. So when you think about having to do something, it takes about 20% of our energy to do this. And so when we try to make these self-improvements, it takes so much energy from our brain to remember to do it. And so when we start to do this consistently, our brain is like, oh, Christina, I guess we're doing this now. So it automates it for you and we conserve energy. So that's why it's super important to stay consistent. Like the more you do it, the more your brain is automatically just going to take over and make that habit for you. So you're going to pick one thing to start incorporating in your routine. And then after you've done that consistently for a few weeks, you're going to then add on the next thing. And so if it were me, I think I'd probably start out with working out consistently. And here's why. We all know that when we start working out again, you automatically start to make healthier choices when it comes to food. So you kind of get like a 2-for-1 deal. So grab your workbook, turn to page 34, or like use whatever, grab your iPad, and I want you to list your top 3 goals, with 1 being your number 1 goal and then 3 being your lowest. Then for each goal, I want you to write down the key components that you need to tackle to achieve that goal. After you've identified those components, then jot down what you're going to do every day to help achieve those components. Sorry, I'm parched. I need to drink from my water jug. Now, other than working on your goals, here are like a few more things that you can start doing to be more confident as well as improve your self-esteem. So we're going to first talk about shifting your mindset. So this is probably one of my favorite sections, and it's split into 3 parts. So you're going to change your story, eliminate negative influences, and then you're going to change up your environment. You are not the person you think you are. Did you know that for a seed to grow into a flower, it must completely destroy itself? And then when that flower fully grows, no part of the original seed remains. So if you want to truly change, then there's some part of you that needs to die. I know, it's so dramatic. But it starts with your mindset and who you think you are. So your identity is like the story that you constantly are telling yourself. So if you believe that you're a person who is lazy, that gives up easily and can never accomplish anything, then you're going to be lazy and you're going to give up. But if you're a person who believes that they always work hard and will never quit, then that's exactly what you're going to do. And if you constantly tell yourself that I'll never get this promotion, I'll never be able to do that workout, there's no way I can ever cut carbs, then you're never going to be able to do it. These self-limiting thoughts and beliefs of who you think you are makes you feel so trapped that you will never be able to level up. And so there are 2 sides of our brains that are in constant war, our conscious mind and our subconscious. So our conscious mind wants us to lose weight, eat healthy, and work out, but our unconscious mind tells us the story of like, I'm overweight and this is who I am, so I will never change. Or nobody in my family is in shape. Or I'm not athletic. Or if I had a different body type, I could lose weight. Our unconscious mind is 19 times stronger than our conscious mind. And so it will always win unless you give it awareness and you have the intention to change it. And so the best way to change your story is to first identify what story you're telling yourself and then change your narrative. So when you're staring at videos or pictures on social media, instead of thinking, I wish I had good genes so I can have a body like that, you need to be saying, I'm working really hard to have a body like that. Once you start telling yourself a different narrative, then start taking action, and then those experiences are going to make that narrative real for you. Then you're really going to start changing your storyline, how you identify, and then what exactly you're telling yourself. So I want you to write down what story you're telling yourself today, and then I want you to write a huge X through it and then write your new story. You're then going to put your new story on the background of your phone, hang it in your bathroom, or put it on the fridge somewhere where you can literally see it all day. And then you're going to say it out loud every single day to yourself, and then make sure that you're following through with an action. So the key component is action, and Brianna West says this so perfectly in her book. A belief is what you know to be true because experience has made it evident for you. If you want to change your life, change your beliefs. And if you want to change your beliefs, go out and have experiences that make them real to you, not the opposite way around. So pause this video, complete the exercise, and then come back when you're done. Now we have our new story and our identity, but we don't want any obstacles getting in the way. And I'm talking about the things that make it super easy for you to slip back into your old habits. So if you're in unhealthy relationships, then it's time that you start weaning yourself away from them and start removing them from your life. Now, I know it's super hard because you probably really love them, especially if you have good memories to attach to them. But you don't need the reminder of someone who didn't respect you, wasn't there for you, put you down, or doesn't align with this new part of your life. So you're stepping into your new era and your new identity, and you're not going to bring any of that baggage with you. So you need to surround yourself with people that are on the same page as you, will help motivate you, and are invested and care about your goals. They aren't checking in with you to see how things are going, and if you can't lean on them for support, then you probably need to have a serious conversation with yourself since you have such limited time. Is this someone that I really want to take time to keep investing my time in? So I recently did this with one of my friends. I realized over the pandemic that I felt like I was way more invested in her than she was in me. So she never asked me how my life was going, what I was into. And then when my husband lost his job and was going through like a really tough time, both financially and mentally, she never once reached out and asked me how things were going. I found that when we'd hang out together, we'd only talk about her. And then when I tried to talk about myself, she didn't ask any follow-up questions, and then her body language told me that she really wasn't interested in what I had to say. So even though it was a really close friend, we traveled together, we did all these things in our friendship together, we have a tight and close group of friends, I didn't feel seen or heard by her, and so I made a conscious decision not to be so invested in our relationship. We still hang out with our bigger friend group, but I would say we never hang out one-on-one, and I'm not as close to her as I am with my two other girlfriends. Another thing you want to do is you want to change up your surroundings, so it helps tell your minds, hey, like, we're changing things, and this is a new chapter in our life. You can change things like redecorating your office to reflect the boss girl that you want to be. You can change the wallpaper on your phone and computer with motivational quotes or your vision board. You can also listen to a podcast instead of listening to music, and then read instead of watching TV. Change who you're following on social media. So follow people that only inspire you, that you will look up to, who you want to become, and who you can learn from. So for me, I use Instagram to keep in touch with my friends, but for education and motivation, I like to use TikTok to help me become a little bit more inspired, learn something new, and to stay focused. So the next thing you can do is change up your physical appearance and your style. So it's so important to take care of yourself and invest in yourself so you feel confident like literally every single day. So when you think of your ideal self, like what is she wearing? What does her skin look like? What does her makeup look like? These are some simple things that you can start working on, and then you'll start envisioning yourself as your ideal person. So to make this actionable for you, here's what this would look like. Week 1, I would create a Pinterest board to visualize what my style would look like. I recommend creating a few boards that represent different parts of your life, and so you could do one for your professional work style, your gym and workout style, your going out have fun style, and then your lounge style. And then week 2, you're going to go through your closet and literally get rid and donate what clothes that do not fit with those vibes. So each day of the week, you're going to take one persona and one board. So Monday night, I'm going to do my professional work style. Tuesday, I'm going to work on my gym girly style. And then this goes on. So during this time, you're also going to take notes of key pieces that you're missing and that you need to purchase. And then week 3, you're going to start doing research to select the pieces that you need to complete your look. And so this might take a few weeks, but you should have a visual list of what you want to purchase. I recommend putting them in order in priority of like, you need to have this versus this is nice to have. And then when you're getting ready to buy things, you can just go to that list and then purchase it. So for me, I work from home, but I still want to look put together but comfortable. So I feel my best self when I'm wearing this cute lounge set paired with jewelry. And since I work in tech, this fits in with my professional culture. And then it also aligns with my ideal self because I want to be a content creator and a business owner that works from home. So I started to invest in simple yet unique earrings, rings, necklaces that I can mix and match on a daily basis. I like finding jewelry brands that will do all the hard work for you, so you basically can just replicate what they put together and save these photos and then reference them when I'm struggling. You can also watch makeup tutorials and learn how to do your makeup for your face structure. Everyone is different, and so the way that someone else applies their makeup might not work for you, and so you need to practice. So for the longest time, there was really a lack of diversity in makeup tutorials. And so oftentimes there were like white girls doing their eye makeup. And because my eyes are so different, it just didn't look right at all. And so it wasn't actually until TikTok I was able to follow a few Korean influencers and learn a little bit more about the structures of my eyes and face to really help me find my look. Another thing I like to do is wear perfume every day, and so I love to smell good and have my signature scent. So for me, I don't like super flowery perfumes. I like lighter, cleaner, citrusy, fruity, yet woody smells like sandalwood. So when you picture your ideal self, what does she do for fun? Is she a foodie where she likes to try different restaurants from different cultures and cuisines? Does she like to travel, so she's taking a weekend trip and traveling internationally? Does she play golf, tennis, go dancing, antiquing, buy fresh flowers at farmer markets? Does she learn about wine and travel and go to different wineries, or does she go hiking, paddleboarding, and like all the outdoorsy things? One thing I started doing is throwing theme parties. So every year we have a massive Halloween party where my bestie and I decorate. I also throw this like amazing New Year's Eve party where we hire a private chef and do a wine pairing. My husband and I also love to travel, and so we often pick a destination where we can hike but also be super bougie at the same time. It's like my preference always. And then my friends and I started to do craft nights where we hang out together. We do something creative, like at Christmas, we decorate our own nutcrackers. We do pop art painting. Not to be too cheesy, but by switching stuff up, you're going to find things that you love doing and help you become more excited about your life. I really want to encourage you guys to revamp yourself. And if you're someone who wants to achieve all the things, you absolutely 100% can. So if you're on this journey of reinventing yourself, then share your experience below. We all want to support and hype you up. If you have not subscribed already, then go subscribe. You're such a badass and I appreciate you so much. I hope to chat and hang out with you again in my next video.